YouTube, how are you now? Sean here from the EDC Den. Welcome back to the channel, one and all. Guys, today we are looking at a flashlight instead of a knife, but to all my knife guys out there, please stick around. I'll show you some knives in the video, maybe some that we can pair with this flashlight. But today we are focusing on this flashlight. It is the Nitecore MH12S, and it is an 1800 lumen flashlight, as you can see on the box. So this was provided by Nitecore. They contacted me, and I'll just say this, I have been contacted in the past by a few companies and I've never brought anything to the channel. In the past, there were products not from Nitecore but from some other companies that probably weren't things that I would have bought for myself, so I did pass on those offers. I did accept this one because this seems like a great light. It seemed like something I would check out for myself, so I'm happy to share this with you guys on the channel. But just a little caveat, this was provided by the fine people at Nitecore. Thank you, Nitecore, for sending this nice light to me to check out on the channel. Let's get into it, guys. So a quick walk around the box tells us that this is a very powerful flashlight. It's 1800 lumens. It is a dual fuel compact flashlight. Okay, so it's a compact flashlight. So what do they mean by dual fuel? Well, they include this rechargeable battery, a nice big battery, and it is also capable of taking two smaller batteries. And I'll show you a little bit more about that when we get into the accessories. Okay, so let's open this box and check out exactly what this flashlight can do. Now here at the back we have a lot of features. You can pause that. I'll make sure it's nice and clear for you. Go ahead and pause that if you like. We're going to talk about a lot of this stuff, but probably worth a read if you want to just pause the screen here. So here's what you get. You get your owner's manual with instructions, a little business card. Just quickly going through the contents, we've got a lanyard here to attach. We have the USB charging cable. This is a holster for the light. They provided an extra O-ring. This is a holster for two CR123. That's going back to the dual fuel feature. We have the large battery that it comes with that is inside, or you can stack two CR123 batteries in this little holster and slide that in, and off you go. No need to recharge. So I'll clear away the accessories. We'll focus on the light and we'll bring in the accessories as needed. All right. Here we go, the Nitecore MH12S. This clip also came with it. I had that attached because I've been using this light as of late. So this came in the box and I attached it. You can clip it into these three positions here. I'll just give you guys a quick look at the battery while I'm thinking of it. So there is your large battery. Really nice threading on this and also nice knurling here. Makes it really easy to open and close. So what is the purpose of use for such a light? Well, it's an EDC light. It's a little bit larger than I generally go for everyday carry, but I think this would work phenomenally for a specialized role if perhaps you're a first responder, police, paramedics, firefighters. I think this would be a great light in that role. Or if you don't mind a larger light, also it's perfectly fine for EDC. Now this light is capable of many functions, probably all the functions you can think of. This light has 5 brightness levels. We have ultra low, which is 1 lumen. That's going to give you an unbelievable 1500 hours of runtime at 1 lumen. And I've tried the 1 lumen. It's just like a classic moonlight mode. It's actually more than enough to get yourself from your bedroom to the washroom in the middle of the night, or if you're camping, you can get yourself from the tent and go outside without totally destroying your night vision and lighting up the whole tent or the whole room that you're in. So I'm a big fan of the moonlight mode, and just the fact that it lasts 1500 hours is phenomenal. One click up will get you to low. Low is going to be 50 lumens at 45 hours runtime. Medium is going to be 300 lumens at 7 hours and 15 minutes runtime. High mode is 1050 lumens. That's going to get you 3 hours and 15 minutes of runtime. And then turbo mode is 1800 lumens, and that will get you 45 minutes of runtime. Okay, so we're going to take a look at those brightness levels in action very soon. We'll just go through a couple more functions here. The two main modes of this light are daily mode and also tactical mode. So for daily mode, when we're not feeling tactical or we have no need for tactical, it's just a push of the tail cap. That puts the light on. You can barely see that little reflection of light. That's your 1 lumen. To kick it up to the next level, you just cycle through with this button here. So that's low right now, or sorry, it's ultra low right now, low, medium, high, and turbo. And that is just a phenomenal amount of light coming out. Also a lot of heat coming out of here. You'll have to be careful not to burn yourself on the glass. The glass gets quite hot, and so does this portion here. I don't think it'll cause major burns, but it's just something to be mindful of when using the turbo mode. One more click brings you back to the ultra low setting there. Now we're still on. What we do to get to a few other special modes, which is strobe and beacon and SOS, we're just going to hold this down and it's going to cycle through those 3 options. So I'll hold this down and you'll see those options cycle through. That is the strobe. It's a tactical strobe, so it's not a consistent strobe. It's going to be all over the place. It's going to be really disorienting. And you could potentially use this in a self-defense scenario. Just flash this in somebody's eyes and it should throw them for a loop. Okay, so the next one should be beacon, I believe. Let's see what we got. Yep, so that is the beacon mode. Just throwing out a beacon flare. And the third of the special modes is going to be the SOS. So that should be that. SOS. Yep, that's the one. So I'm pretty new to this light and I'm finding it really easy to use. It's really nice to have the distinction between the tail cap here and then the cycling button. I do like that a lot. So I've clicked that cycle button off. That'll bring me back to the low mode, which we can just barely see there. And then I'll click it off. So that's everything that happens in the daily mode. You simply cycle from ultra low to ultra bright, and you can access those 3 special function modes. The second mode of this light is tactical mode. It is very similar to the daily mode, but instead of cycling through the brightness levels, you're going to start off with a tactical strobe light. Okay, so instead of turning the light on and you're right into the low beam, you turn the light on in tactical mode and you go directly into the strobe light. So a pretty nice distinction between modes, both very handy depending on what you're using it for, whether it's everyday or more of a tactical first responder type of scenario. Another great feature is you're able to check the battery levels, and you do that by clicking the light on while holding the cycling button. And when you do that, there's a little blue light in the middle, and depending on how many times that lights up, it'll give you an idea of how much battery life you have. So 1 little blue flash, not much battery. If you get 4 flashes, then you're full. And then of course 2 or 3, you're somewhere in between. And the way you get to that check is by clicking the tail switch while pushing this button at the same time. All right, so I did see 4 little flashes there. I'm not sure if that's going to come through on the camera, but that is a fully charged battery right there. The battery takes 3 hours and 50 minutes to fully charge. And you use, of course, a USB here. You can attach that to a cube that you get with your iPhone or, of course, your computers. Generally, I like lights that are not rechargeable. This is my first time having a rechargeable light, but I've been really pleasantly surprised. The battery lasts a really long time. It's very easy to charge. We're always charging our computers and our phones nowadays, so it's very easy to just hook up the light as well. And then, of course, they did give you that option with this little holster to run regular batteries. So you can't complain about that, having both options. So there's a lot of the functions that you're going to get out of this light. There's going to be a few more, but those are the primary ones. Just for pairing this, I thought this would be a nice little pairing. This Nitecore light with a Leatherman Skeletool, maybe a nice little EDC setup like this. Alternatively, maybe as a first responder setup, the Spyderco Shaman with the fully serrated blade. I think that's a pretty handsome pair for the first responders out there. The pocket clip that it comes with is excellent. It works perfectly well. You can see that it rides nice and deep enough here just so you can pull the light out of your pocket with this knurling here. Let's take a look at the holster that it comes with. So here is a belt clip, and you simply slide the light in, light side in first. There you go. It's in, it's solid, and to pull it out, not too much effort. It's enough tension in there to keep it nice and sturdy, and then it's also quite easy to get out. Okay guys and gals, let's take a look at this light in action. We'll get some outside shots and we'll get some indoor shots. We'll see you in a second. So there you have it, guys. I really like this light. I hope the light came through well on the video here on the camera. It might be a little bit underwhelming, but trust me, when you have this light in person, it's absolutely phenomenal to see those 1800 lumens. I'm not used to output like that. That was pretty wild. You know, it was lighting up just entire sections of the outdoors, large rooms in the lodge. So just a great light all around, whether it is for EDC use or more of a designated use for first responders, just a great light all around. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks again to the fine people at Nitecore. There's their website there, nitecore.com. There's the model number. Thanks for watching, everybody, and keep tabs on the channel. I'm sure we're going to see this one again. My friend has a similar light. It's by a different company. I think we'll do a little comparison video in the future, so you'll probably be seeing this one again on the channel. All right, guys, we'll see you real soon in the next video. Take care, everybody.